It's yes, this is Soy. Welcome back to my channel. I was gonna say it's a very fun video, but we keep saying that. But this should be a very fun video because once a week, well, ever since quarantine has started, once a week, I've been craving sushi. So I decided to do a sushi mukbang. I think maybe because like sushi is like one of those things that's like really hard to find during quarantine. Like you actually have to go out and get sashimi, fresh sushi if you didn't want to go to a sushi restaurant. But this time we made it a tiny bit different. We ordered from Roll Call, once again in Los Angeles, California. Their information is gonna be listed down below. And last time, since I really like their salmon so much, I decided to film a whole mukbang dedicated to just salmon sushi. Because we also got the teriyaki bowl, as you can tell, that also has salmon in it, but it's cooked, so it's a little bit different. But we got a lot of variety of salmon items. I'm trying to remember the name of all the rolls, but I'll list it down below. The salmon double trouble roll, because that's like my favorite one. We have a tempura Philadelphia roll. We have the regular Philadelphia roll. We have the hand rolls, which is a salmon tempura hand roll, regular hand roll, a cucumber salmon roll, which is pretty basic, the sumo roll, and the rainbow roll. Wow, I remembered every single roll. We're gonna talk about, I guess, like life in the quarantine so far. It's officially reached the 1 month mark of the quarantine time period. Actually a little bit past that mark for me because I've been staying inside more than usual. And so we're gonna be doing that this mukbang. We're also gonna be talking about just things of interest. Obviously down below you can check out the description to see what we're talking about. I'm gonna leave the timestamps and hope you guys are social distancing. There's upstairs?
We got kicked out.
There's like a rooftop, right? How do you go up there?
Just go up, but I think it's locked.
No, it should be fine.
She texted about the car.
Oh, really? What'd she say?
She's like, do you know, dear God, I have to call the tow.
Wow, just a lot just happened in the beginning of this mukbang. None of it has to do with me. So, bye guys. Anyways, guys, we're gonna dig in. This is the tempura Philadelphia roll. I'm really excited because last time I did not get their hand roll and I saw they have a hand roll happy hour. It's $3.95 a hand roll, which is pretty good. It's like pretty plump. So we're gonna be eating that. I love hand rolls. They're just like, they're kind of like the easy way of eating sushi. You just hold it in your hand and you just eat it. Fresh and good. Fresh and good. And then I'll put some spicy mayo to spice it up a bit because there's not too much flavor in it. And then we're gonna go in with the double trouble salmon roll, like I mentioned. Ooh. That's a pretty good thumbnail. Maybe I'll use this instead. So quarantine's going pretty well, except for one major thing that happened last week for me, which is that my phone stopped working. Literally does not work at all. Like, it does not turn on. Plug into the computer because it's saying that I have to restore. Won't let me restore. I was like really stressed the first day. Like I literally just like, the only thing I could do was like sleep right after because there's nothing else I can do. The timing was so bad. It started on Friday and then I was like trying to purchase a phone online and I accidentally canceled my card because you know they text message you when there's a really big purchase. But since I couldn't check my phone, it came to my email and then I clicked the wrong button. So I had to call my credit card company and they said, we can't do anything about it. We already, you know, like since everything is happening with Corona right now, they right when someone's like, oh, declining something, they super decline it. So what happened was my card almost got declined. Well, it did get declined. And then I called them, waited for like half an hour, really stressful. One of my things that I consider like my quote unquote personal hell is just being stuck with a customer representative. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but it's like literally nothing on them. It's how they train customer service agents. I feel like they don't really give them information. Basically what happens is when you call the call center and you're like, hey, can I please get my blah, blah, blah. And they're like, please hold up, what's your name? Which is fine. They address your name, all that stuff, but it's kind of like small talk, right? And then it gets to the part where you actually have a problem and you tell them the problem. And then instead of like actually knowing what to do, they have to like look through a manual and like there's usually like kind of like a map if this is the problem, phone's broken, have they tried this? It's just like a whole like web, right? What's the word? Like repetitive. I really hate calling customer agents because I feel like a job that requires you to like have to talk to people, and then it's like not the best vibe and all that stuff. And I feel bad for them. I try to be super kind and super nice, but I also know that like at the end of the day, the amount of power they have is very limited. So even if you're like super mean to them, it really doesn't do anything. So never be mean to them. But they were able to expedite my card today. So then I tried to buy the phone again and then it got canceled. So I'm still unsure if I'm gonna get my phone or not at this point, because there's just so many obstacles in the way, and it kind of sucks because I wanted to go live this week and I wanted to do all these things, but I'm trying to like calm myself down and let myself know that like there's bigger problems in the world, and not having phone could be kind of good. It's like social distancing, but now I'm doing social media distancing. So I'm trying to look really positive about all that, but it's hard. It's really hard. So this is the Philadelphia roll, which is the classic. Philadelphia roll. We made cheesecake the other day during quarantine. It was my first time making cheesecake, and wow. It's just such a delicious thing to eat. I think it's even better when you make cheesecake at home, and I don't know why, but I like that cheesecake more than any cheesecake by far I've ever had in my whole entire life. And that's saying a lot because I've had a lot of cheesecake. I've tried a lot of cheesecake. Like Cheesecake Factory tastes good, but it tastes kind of like manufactured, right? And when you make it at home, maybe it's the way we made it. Like maybe we like beated the cream cheese a little bit too much, but it wasn't like super solid. And I kind of like that. It was kind of like a cheesecake pudding with a graham cracker crust. And it was kind of my fault, but I over crushed the graham cracker, but it was still really, really good. Okay, let's eat the sumo roll. I've actually heard the name of this roll a couple of times from a bunch of different places. It's usually a roll that's like a lot bigger than other rolls. I'll show you a comparison. This is a sumo roll, and this is like the Philadelphia roll. Can you guys see the difference? I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. This one's like humongous compared to this one. So they call this sumo roll, right? And it has like salmon, tuna, shrimp tempura, crab meat, avocado. So a little bit of everything. It's like a little sushi salad. Oh, that's good. There's like an extra sweetness to it. I wonder what's bringing the sweetness. Okay, I'm also gonna try their teriyaki salmon. I've never tried this before, it's my first time. Here's what it looks like. Ooh. So I really love this place, but I've noticed that this is not just a problem with this place, but every single restaurant we've done pickup with, is that a lot of these restaurants in LA use a lot of styrofoam and a lot of plastic for their to-go containers. And I'm thinking like there has to be a better way to do this, right? As citizens of this world, there has to be a better way. Like wasting that many resources, like destroying plastic, destroying styrofoam. There has to be a way to reduce this. So once I think of it, I'll let you guys know. Maybe we should like start walking around with our own like to-go containers. Doesn't seem very like possible, but I also didn't think it was possible for us to walk around with our own like grocery bags, but everyone's doing their job with that. So maybe it is possible. So I brought back my hand mic, so maybe I can do some ASMR in the middle of this video. This is their gyoza. So this is the salmon cucumber roll. It's literally just salmon and cucumber. And this is our poke bowl. I didn't have it for the mukbang last time, but we ordered it recently when we were at home. And oh my god, this is literally one of the best poke bowls I've had in LA. And because it's like, okay, so there's Hawaiian poke, which is usually mixed with like soy sauce and all this stuff, but this is just straight to the point, and I really appreciate that. As long as your salmon's good quality, I will mess with you. Salmon avocado roll. Sorry guys, I'm eating a little bit quick today because this is literally my first meal of the day and I'm like freaking starving. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me. And the sun is kind of like falling down right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to adjust the video in a bit. I want to show you guys one of my like favorite hacks when eating sushi. So this is a sushi, and what you do is you grab a little bit of ginger right here, and you kind of use it as a sort of like a paintbrush. So what you do is this, and you go You just put it on top. Just like that, you have the perfect bite. How you guys doing during the quarantine? Let me know in the comments down below. One day during the quarantine, I was super like unproductive, and I started being really hard on myself because I was thinking like, wow, like really nothing's going on. Like, what's stopping me from being productive? I think that mindset really messes with you, because then you start internalizing things, and you start like hurting yourself mentally, you know, because you're thinking like, oh, like why do I deserve to be free or like not being productive? But honestly, some days during the rest of your life, period, not even during quarantine, you're gonna be not super productive. You're not gonna be feeling your best, and it's okay to just kind of like breathe and let it kind of happen, because there's no point in like stressing yourself out even more, you know? What I do like about the quarantine is I feel like it's putting everyone on an equal like playing ground. So everyone kind of is like at the same pace. So when I think about it like that, I get less anxious, because in my mind, it's kind of like, oh, it's fine, like it's fine. And then once everything clears up and everything's better, then we'll all be on the same pace. Well, maybe not, because then everything's like open again and everyone has all these opportunities to do whatever they want. But right now, it's best if you just like stay home and stay like super as calm as possible. I've been seeing people like protest around the world. We all have that right to do, you know, freedom of speech, all that stuff. But in a way, like if your freedom of speech is gonna hurt other people or could put you in danger, like I'm so scared of this. And like to see people, like hundreds and thousands of people like outside at a beach, just like blows my mind. Because I would never put myself in a position where like I felt like my freedom of speech is gonna cause me harm, you know? Like all those people there could have coronavirus without knowing, and you could easily get it. And yeah, like some people think it's just like the flu, but now it's proven to have been killing more people, but there's also no cure for it. You know, like you can't take a little bit of medicine and feel better. It's not like the flu. It's not like the flu at all. Because if that's the case, people wouldn't be scared and we wouldn't be put in a position where we're locked down. Because when has the government done that, you know? So it's like, we should take it pretty seriously. If it wasn't serious, then we wouldn't have all these restrictions, you know? So think about that for a second. Leave me a message or something. I love reading your messages. If you say like, hey, I watched your mukbang, and you mention that you love receiving messages, I'm gonna read your message and I'm gonna respond to you. That's a promise. And this is how I'm feeling, blah, 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 blah. Like, can you talk to me? My DMs are open and I'm down to talk to you. So I'm just gonna give that, you know, to you, and you can do whatever you want with it. But, you know, if you have a feeling that no one's listening to you, I'm here, I'll talk to you. I might not be super responsive just because I don't have a phone right now, but I still want to be there for you guys, because like that's the least I can do, or I'm trying to do, is like try to keep people feeling more connected. And that's like why I've been doing more mukbangs, doing more cooking videos, doing more TikTok, because in a way it makes me feel like I'm also involved and I'm connecting as well. I don't feel as like stagnant, and I think that's really important. So find something that does that for you. Once again, my favorite roll, there's a jalapeno on top, which means it's a spicy girl. And today no one's right here to eat with me because everyone's like busy. And then I actually don't mind that people aren't there eating here with me, because I feel like in a way talking to you guys is very personal. So I kind of like that we can just talk together. It's kind of nice. I forgot. It's been a while since I've like had a sit down mukbang where it's just talking to you or to myself, to us, you know? Water. And I know you guys really enjoyed the Zodiac mukbang, which made me really happy. And I don't know if it's because I was eating food that made me happy or because you guys are interested in Zodiac things. I think it's the latter. But if you want to see me do more videos, feel free to, you know, list some topics down below we can talk about in the next mukbang. And I'm like down to give you a shout out. So give me good recommendations and I'll definitely shout you out in the next video. Wow, I really haven't done a mukbang in so long. Because like I feel like there's so much I want to talk to you guys about in so little time. It's so funny, but I also had this thought the other day of things that are hard to find during quarantine. Like sushi is obviously one. Another is flour. Kind of weird. I don't know why people are hoarding flour. They probably shouldn't, but we went through our bag of flour pretty quick. So maybe that's why. Eggs. We had like the hardest time finding eggs, but luckily my friend helped go to Costco for me to get eggs because they have an abundance of eggs. Have had a hard time finding toilet paper. That's a given. Apparently, like it's throughout history. Before, I guess there was a rumor that China made all the toilet paper. So when they went into lockdown, everyone was really scared that there'd be no more toilet paper. And I looked into it, and apparently like the history of every single US like pandemic or situation where there's like a worry of, you know, short supply, it's always toilet paper that is the first thing that people buy all of. And I don't know the reasoning for that. And I think it's because someone said it's psychology based, and the fact of the matter is, since you can't fix what's happening out there in the whole wide world, what you can fix is like the simplest thing. So in their mind, buying toilet paper solves a problem, and even though it's not a big problem, it does solve a problem, so it makes them feel better. I do not hoard toilet paper. I've just been trying to get a pack by pack, so if we run out of pack, we get a new pack. And I've always thought about getting a bidet, but now more than ever, I feel like it's the time for us to invest in bidets. Just because Asia's been doing it for a while, and I love it. But the thing with bidets is, like, you still wipe, you know? So, but I think you use less toilet paper when you just wipe. And I feel like it's more sanitary to have a bidet because, like, okay, this is weird, talking about this while eating, but you get my drill. Bidet might be the reason to go. Might be the way to go, not the reason. The reason to go a bidet, that's kind of sad. I feel like this quarantine is slowly making me become a really bad eater. Like, I've just been eating less and less and less. And I ordered this whole menu so we can try all these salmon products together. And even when I ordered it, they're like, this is a lot of things. And I felt bad because I was like, yeah, it's a lot. But then it was like, oh, I have a theme video. I wanted to be creative and I wanted to film this. But don't worry, guys, if we don't finish this, which we probably won't knowing our stomach size, we will definitely finish this for the next 3 or 4 days, because leftovers, fair game in quarantine to have leftovers. You feel? But I think about the good thing about this quarantine is I feel like I'm saving a lot of money because of that. Like, just eating a bunch of leftovers. Cooking mostly at home makes a huge difference. Like, you're not wasting groceries, you're actually using the groceries. The only thing that I kind of have an issue with is like grocery delivery service. I'm still trying to figure it out. Because my friend used to do Instacart, and he told me what happens is that you place your order and then the system kind of tells the delivery person exactly where to get items, which is fantastic. Seems really efficient, right? Like, they already know the layout of the store. They can tell the delivery person, hey, in aisle 5, it's right here, which is great. Love the mapping, love the system. What I don't like is when they make replacements for you that are not even close to what you're ordering. That's my issue. Like, I ordered this wonton soup, and then they gave me just like frozen dumplings. I had a hard time understanding because I ordered shrimp wonton soup, and they gave me vegetable dumplings. So in my mind, it didn't really match up because it wasn't even, what if I was like allergic to vegetables? Saying hypothetically, I would have gotten a bag of like something I couldn't eat. But I guess there's a no replacement. I thought I pushed that, but they gave me a bunch of stuff that I didn't order. Just surprising. It's almost like a mystery grocery bag. They gave me a carton of lemonade, which kind of scared me because I didn't order it. And there was something on my list that said it replaced. So then I felt kind of bad because I didn't know if the driver ordered it and like forgot that they ordered it and then left it in my cart. I've been using Yummy Fresh a lot, which I like for Asian groceries. If you're looking for a place to order like groceries during like this time period of like uncertainty and unprecedented times, you can order from Yummy Fresh. And I know I keep talking about them and it sounds like a brand deal. It's really not. I just really like their service. Like, the fruits we've gotten have been like A+, the vegetables have been great, and they usually deliver within a day. They have chicken, they have meat, they have everything, and they're supporting like an Asian market. I think the one near my house is like, it's like a Chinese market that I've never even seen or heard of, but apparently it exists, and they're Chinese, so the delivery person speaks Chinese to you, and I'm like, I'm coming downstairs, and they're just speaking Chinese. I'm like, I don't speak Chinese, and they're just like, okay, and I'm like, okay, I'm going downstairs, and then I see them, and it's easy after that. Don't mind the little bit of Chinese barrier. If you speak Chinese, even better. Then you can communicate with them and probably get even better service. And I'm very jealous of you. I'm happy this is a day of the week that I get to eat sushi. But then after I eat sushi, I feel like I get tired of it, and then next week I get into it again. It's literally once a week I think about salmon. I was talking to someone today and they were like, you know that feeling when like a moment is about to pass, but it hasn't passed yet, but you're already start missing it? And I was like, she was talking about like hanging out with friends and like that's the moment she misses. And in my mind, I was like, yeah. Like when I eat like the last bite of something and I really like it, it makes me so sad. And then she was like, she's trying to be funny. She said, it's even funnier when the last bite happens to be like the bite you can't have, like the forbidden last bite. You know how like Asian people, well, at least with my family, at least, I'm not gonna generalize all Asian people. In my family, when there's like a last piece of sushi, no one's allowed to eat it, right? And then you just leave it there until like it's, I don't know what happens, like the last person decides to eat it, but you're just all kind of staring at it. Your favorite thing to eat, like it was so delicious, but you have to have manners and not eat it. And you're just like, yeah, I'm full. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to eat it. Like, it's whatever. I don't care. Like, ugh, you can have it. Like, you look more hungry. Like, you're the guest. You should eat it. And then they actually eat it. And you're just like, just because I told you you could eat it doesn't mean you can eat it. But yeah, that happens a lot actually. Because I have this personality that's pretty much like, I try to let other people eat before I do. And if they really like something, I give it to them. Even if I also like it. Because I think it's like how I was raised. My mom is very similar. Like ever since we were growing up, like we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and you know we still don't. Like I make my own money so I can help support my mom, but at the end of the day, it's like just because like she's a single mom of 6 kids, and like it's really really hard. But I remember like growing up, like my mom would always save like the last piece of something for us, or like if we really like something, she would make sure we got it, even though we knew that she was hungry or she needed it. And I always think back to that, and ever since I think of my mom like that, like how generous she is as a human being, like she's so nice. Like I always give her so much like, not stress, but I like always tell her like, Mom, like you can't always think of other people, you have to think about yourself, you know? And she's like, why are you being so selfish? And I was like, you can't just help a stranger and hurt yourself in the process, you know? It's called boundaries, but it's okay. I understand my mom is like one of the most loving, caring person in the whole wide world. So even when she does things like that, I just think of it fondly, as in like her intentions are never bad. It's never to deprive anyone of anything. It's to always like make people better. And I kind of work with that philosophy as well. You know, like how I treat people is basically how my mom treats people as well. Like so compassionate, so kind, so nice. And I just want to be like 1/10 the person she is. And if I'm 1/10 the person she is one day, like I feel like that'd be so rewarding for me. I just think about that a lot. I really miss my family. If you guys are being able to quarantine with your family right now, I'm quite jealous, because that must be nice. If you're quarantining alone, I hope that's okay too, because I feel like it's pretty stressful doing everything yourself, but sometimes it's probably necessary. But I'm wishing you the best, and I think it's gonna be the end of this mukbang. I'm gonna eat this with my friends because they are not on camera with me today, and I'm gonna eat some for leftovers. Sorry we did not eat a lot today. I guess I just like wanted to come on camera and talk to you guys, and through food is usually how. But I do want to talk to you guys. So I don't know if you guys would be comfortable with like me filming mukbangs with less food. It doesn't make for a good thumbnail, but I think the conversations are good enough to make you guys want to stay. If you guys would like me to try some things while talking to the camera, I could try. Maybe I can try doing makeup. I do my makeup today by myself. I'm gonna put mascara on, which is like new, but we're trying that out just to see if I like it. Because I do think lashes help put together a makeup look, and I don't know how to put lashes on. That might be in a video itself. I'll try to put lashes on for a video. But yeah, thank you again for watching this video. Stay very safe. Stay very kind. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on one of the things we talked about during this mukbang, or tell me about your day, or tell me about your type. I guess social media distancing is causing me to be more externally like social. If you guys can't tell, I also got a haircut, which I did myself, and I colored it blue myself. Did not leave the house, did this myself. I did a video on this. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. It's not food related, but there's a lot of personality and a lot of content in there. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave it in the end card in a bit, and you know the drill. Love you always.